Let's move to entertainment now on a rather somber note. Nigerian filmmaker and founder of the African Movie Academy Awards, Peace Anyiam-Osigwe, is dead. Anyiam-Osigwe, who was also the president of the Association of Movie Producers, was reportedly in a coma before she breathed her last. The industrious woman would be remembered as one of those who shaped the face of the new Nollywood, as her contributions to the industry cannot be overemphasized. Peace Anyiam-Osigwe was not only the founder of the African Movie Academy Awards, AMA, she was also the president of the Association of Movie Producers, that's AMP or AMP if you like, and one of the most prominent figures in Nollywood.
Arise 360 anchor Kachi Offiah joins us on the news for more on this. Kachi, great to see you.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Kachi.
Albeit on a very sad note.
Yeah.
I wish we could be having a more interesting conversation, but for me, what I'm just going to take out of this, she died at 53, and she hasn't been well. This is something that she'd been managing over a period of time, and unfortunately it led to this. And what makes it, I think, even harder to deal with is the fact that 2022 was such a big year for the AMA Awards. It was such a beautiful event that they put together. They had taken like a 3-year break before deciding to come back, and they came back in grand style, and those were the pictures that you just saw earlier. And she looked pretty solid, she seemed fine. She was up and about, just trying to make sure everything with the event, would go so well. You could even see her dedication coming backstage to make sure that, people who are meant to be on stage are on stage. Why isn't this happening? So
Amma is
it's
her
sad.
baby.
Amma is definitely her baby.
What would her legacy be? Is it just Amma?
Well, she's known for a number of things. She was also a writer. She was a beautiful poet. At some point in her career, she used to manage artists. She's managed the likes of Somkele Iyama,
I was
P-Square
surprised
as well.
to discover that she actually, promoted,
she did.
managed P-Square.
Yes, she did. So she's a really in I would say illustrious personality when it comes to the movie industry in Nigeria. But I think in terms of her legacy, while we know that she was a writer, she contributed in various ways to movies in Nigeria. What she's doing with AMA was so significant. You know how every time we talk about movies, it's always about, let's see how we can take our movies out there. Let's see how others can recognize us. With AMA, she's bringing African movies here. So she's telling everyone in every African country that we see you, we recognize the work that you're doing, and we want to appreciate it.
What's going to happen to AMA now that, the founder is gone?
Quite honestly, speaking earlier with a member of the team, Mr. Kingsley James, and we were just talking about how this is even one of the more reasons why it has to continue. This legacy has to keep going on. AMA has to be bigger than it's ever been, because the truth is, it was doing the work. It was telling a story that brings in Africans from around different parts, to Nigeria, under one roof, celebrating African movies. We don't have anything like that. So now more than ever, I'm positive that this is not going to deter the work that AMA has been trying to put together. 2023 will equally be a big year for AMA. However, I'm very sure it will be celebrating the legacy of Miss Peace Anyiam-Osigwe.
Right, and of course, she was seen as the giant of Nollywood.
She was.
She
was.
This is definitely a shock for Nollywood.
Oh, 100%.
But what has been the reaction from the industry?
I would tell you, apart from the shock, it's more like indecision. Like it's it's surreal. Most people still don't believe.
Can't even internalize
Yes,
it.
Most people are still debating, is it real? Did it really happen? It's still that thing about people being shocked. Obia Melonye actually broke the news on social media, and several others have begun bringing out, tributes, writing love letters to her, giving her flowers. I do hope that they gave her these flowers while she was alive as well.
Very instructive. That's the point. Give the flowers when they're alive.
Absolutely.
Very important. Catch.
Thanks
Offiah.
for having me.
Thank you, as always.